was the evening of October 1st, 1969, when I first smuggled several hundred pages of top-secret documents out of my safe at the Rand Corporation. The study contained 47 volumes, 7,000 pages. My plan was to Xerox the study and reveal the secret history of the Vietnam War to the American people.
The FBI was trying to find out who gave the New York Times a copy of the Pentagon's secret study.
How? Like a thunderclap, you get the New York Times publishing the Pentagon Papers, and the country is panicking.
This is an attack on the whole integrity of government. If whole file cabinets can be stolen and then made available to the press, you can't have orderly government anymore.
I mean, it was just staggering. The raw, top-secret, eyes-only documents.
I think it is time in this country to quit making national heroes out of those who steal secrets and publish them in the newspaper.
In the first year of marriage, we're talking about him going to prison for the rest of his life.
Wouldn't you go to prison to tell this story?
We felt so strongly that we were dealing with a national security crisis. Henry Kissinger said that Dr. Daniel Ellsberg was the most dangerous man in America, and he had to be stopped.
Consistent with the report from Iron Mountain, U.S. government records show a definitive genetics, eugenics, depopulation campaign was well underway by the early 1970s. Here, for instance, is a copy of a National Security Memorandum 200, which called for massive Third World depopulation. This was compiled by request of America's nuclear weapons guru, Dr. Henry Kissinger, the U.S. National Security Advisor under Richard Nixon, overseeing CIA, FBI, and foreign policy.
I want this explained to me now. My Jew boy, Haldeman, where the hell's my Jew boy? Bond!
He's here, Mr. President. I put in a call to him as soon as State sent us that signal.
Thank you. Henry, just what the hell is this?
That, evidently, the State Department has been eavesdropping.
And a good thing, too. How else would I ever hear about what it is you're actually doing around here?
Mr. President, I would never keep anything from you. Surely the day-to-day details of how I achieved the policy...
Henry, we can't have the receivers calling plays the quarterback doesn't know. Is this signal correct?
Well, you see, this is the point, Mr. President. We cannot truly say. Not at the moment.
Yes, I can see that, but you know how I hate it when State needles me about you running a secret foreign policy and cutting them out.
Yes, I do, Mr. President. I do.
If you are wondering why we have both nuclear weapons and now biological weapons deployed around the planet, an investigation of Kissinger and Rockefeller is completely condemning. Read along with me this document classified by Kissinger concerning his plan to reduce third world populations. It reads, quote, "There is a major risk of severe damage to world economic, political, and ecological systems, and as these systems begin to fail, to our humanitarian values. The urban slum dwellers, though apparently not recent migrants, may serve as a volatile, violent force which threatens political stability. In international relations, population factors are crucial in and often determinants of violent conflicts in developing areas. And there is no single approach which will solve the population problem. The complex social, economic factors involved call for a comprehensive strategy. At the same time, actions and programs must be tailored to specific countries and groups." According to Time magazine's managing editor, Walter Isaacson, whose biographies include Kissinger, having served the fledgling CIA as a Nazi hunter at the end of World War II, Kissinger was ordered to bring Nazis not to justice in the Nuremberg trials, but to America to serve in high-level military and industrial positions. Here is the classified document showing his top-secret Nazi exfiltration program was carried out under the code name Project Paperclip. Chief officials in the Nazi Party ran a company called IG Farben. They were contracted with Rockefeller Standard Oil Company to develop rubber and purchase oil to gain the fuel for Hitler's war machine. Chief counsel and intelligence officer for the Rockefeller Standard Oil Company was, at that time, Allen Dulles. Here, from CBS News' award-winning correspondent, Paul Manning, from his timeless text, Martin Bormann, Nazi in Exile, is a photograph of CIA Director Allen Dulles next to IG Farben president and Rockefeller partner Hermann Schmitz. Among paperclips Nazis that went to work for the U.S. Navy was Eric Traub and his assistant Ann Berger. In 1951, Traub worked for the Naval Medical Research Institute laboratory in Bethesda. His work with Berger included investigating 40 strains of highly infectious viruses. Eric Traub was Hitler's top biological weapons developer. So America actually inherited Hitler's biological warfare program, and Kissinger knew all about it. 2 decades later, Kissinger was positioned in the Nixon White House by Vice President Nelson Rockefeller, who also appointed Henry to direct the Council on Foreign Relations study group concerning the deployment of nuclear weapons throughout Europe. This is how America came to develop, with the help of Kissinger and the CIA, its modern arsenals of nuclear and biological weapons. It was a sweet marriage between economic and political interests, government and private industry, directed secretly through covert intelligence.